The Texas Longhorns pulled it off. They pulled off the big-time upset versus Alabama, winning the game 34-24. But today on Tater Too Real, I'm going to keep it too real on why I believe the Alabama dynasty is done. Stay tuned. If you watched the game at all this past Saturday, you would notice one big thing about the game. Texas clearly had the better talent on the field. Tater Too Real, Alabama was ranked number 1 in recruiting last year. But guys, hear me out. Who is the better quarterback, Quinn Ewers, who passed for 389 yards and 3 touchdowns with no interceptions, or Jalen Milroe, who threw for 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 costly interceptions? You do the math. Who has the better receiving core? Xavier Worthy, touchdown, Adonai Mitchell, 2 touchdowns, and Jatavion Sanders, 114 yards receiving. And guys, I don't even need to do this, but I'm just showing you guys that Texas had the better talent on the field. And I know there was a lot of haters out there saying, oh, this is not the Big 12. Texas is not going to do good the first couple years in SEC. But I'm here to tell you guys, Texas is going to be in contention yearly to win the SEC, if not compete for the SEC championship, because they have the talent. They have the NIL backing. They have their own network, guys. They have so many rich alumni and investors in that program. They're going to do just fine in the SEC. And it's not even Arch Manning era yet at Texas. But guys, here's why I say Alabama dynasty is done. Nick Saban will never win another national championship. It's because recruiting. The worst thing that could have ever happened to an Alabama, to a Clemson, to an Ohio State is the emergence of Florida State. Florida State is officially back. So a lot of those kids these other schools was coming into Florida to get are staying home now. Also, Miami just came off a big-time win versus ranked Texas A&M. I'm sure Miami will be ranked, and a lot of those kids are going to stay in South Florida. So Alabama is not going to get a Jerry Jeudy from South Florida or Amari Cooper, one of those type receivers and playmakers. They're going to stay home and play for Florida State. They're going to play for Miami, and they're going to play for the Gators as well. The University of Florida is the only school in the SEC in the state of Florida. They have an amazing NIL backing. They are the #1 public institution in America, so the Gators are getting their players as well. Also, you got Deion Sanders at Colorado. A lot of kids are starting to consider them. You got Lincoln Riley at USC. They play a fun, exciting offense. Also, you have the University of Tennessee. So the emergence of these other programs, a lot of those recruits are not going to Alabama no more. Yes, I know they had the #1 recruiting class in the nation. You don't need to keep telling me that. But it's the specific kids they were getting that was setting them apart. Like I just mentioned, an Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, those out-of-state players that was kind of setting them apart, that was the difference. Najee Harris wasn't from the state of Alabama. So what I'm saying is recruiting is catching up to Nick Saban. He will never win another national championship. Texas is back. Texas will do great in the SEC. This is your boy Tater Too Real, where we always keep it too what? Too real. Holla.